everyone, welcome back to today's video. Today's video is a April TBR. Yeah, it truly is. Okay, and for the March TBR, so far I have read 5 books and 3 of those were on the TBR, and those books were Blitzed, How to Catch a Firefly, and then Twisted Ink. And what I didn't read was And Now Back to You, Spindle of Sin, and also Direbound. I did not read those, and so I'm gonna count 50% of the TBR, you know? I count it as a win. Okay, and then as for new releases, at the end of March, there was Hunt the Villain, Game On, Starside, and Abby Jimenez's new books that all came out at the very end of March. All of those I want to read. Hunt the Villain, I really want to read. Game On, I really want to read. And Starside is adding an additional series to my list. I haven't even finished the Lightlock series. Not that you can, because there's another book coming out. But I haven't finished it regardless. And I don't know. I've heard so many good things about Starside. It's just, I've also heard that it's like an adult Lightlock. I don't really know, because I enjoyed the first book of Lightlock. The second book I enjoyed even more, I believe. And then the third and the fourth books I have not read yet. I do have Skyshade. I just have not read it yet. At the very end, I think April 25th, there is another book released. It's a new book from a new series I just started. So I really want to read it. And I think I would really enjoy it. So the thing is do I also count that as well? I mean, if I want to read it, I'm gonna read it. Like, that's kind of like regardless. With all of that said, thank you guys for joining. If you're new here, welcome. I just recently hit 70 something subscribers, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me in my book journey. If you don't know me, hello. You could just call me Shy if you want. SHY. It's just easier. I haven't given my full name on here or Instagram, so that's kind of where I'm gonna limit it. However, my account names on mostly everything is When You Encounter, so if you want to add me Goodreads, Fable, Instagram I'm constantly posting on. Recently just got this boost because Larry from Larry Reads, she just shared my post on her story, and then we'll go. So that's why I kind of want to reintroduce myself, just in case you're new here from that. So hi, welcome. I do bookish stuff here. I'm also kind of considering going into the more lifestyle stuff, so if you're wanting that content, let me know. I think with all of that being said, oh my gosh, 7 minutes in, let's go ahead and finally start our April TBR. So I redid the TBR jar and I just filled it to maximum capacity. We got some new prompts in here and we got some old prompts. So this way I can actually put my hand in here without it spilling everywhere. They are categorized with the color. I believe the orange prompts are like I have to do something or I have to call someone or like go on my phone. It's like extracurricular prompts. And then the pink ones are just like cute cover kind of thing. And then I think the yellow are genres, like dark romance book or something like that. So that's kind of how it was. And so let's finally get started. Long yapping session, but oh, okay. So let's do one of those actually. Both are this lime green color, so it's going to be a genre, I believe. Which one should I choose? You let me know. I think I'm gonna go for the left. It's just like calling my name, you know? So let's go ahead and open these. These are like the sticky post-it notes, so like, give me one moment. Small town trope. This one, okay, actually, I think I do have a couple contestants for this. And I think Bourbon and Lies is a contestant because it's like a small town, so that's, you know, the whole prompt. Yeah, this definitely counts. It's like I think it's a second chance kind of, so that is a contestant. Also, I think Cactus Heart is also a contestant. Yes, in a small West Texas town of whatnot. Why not fall for your brother's two best friends, even if it means risking a broken heart? Okay, so these are contestants, and also Taming 7 is the next book in the Boys of Talmud series that I have not read, and I really want to get to that. Just April, I have this little inkling that it's going to be a very chaotic month for me because my college for video production, I major in video production. My project is a semester-long project, and I have to film a short story. It's not like a movie or anything, so that's going to be like the month of April is going to be filming and editing, so then I could get that, you know, done and over with. Done and over with sounds like I hate it. I don't, but I kind of don't want to read Taming 7 because of the grief that's probably in here that I'll have to face. How many pages is it? Actually, it's not too long. It's 450-ish pages, but like, am I ready to continue this series yet? I don't know. And also, not gonna lie, I'm gonna put Bourbon and Lies back because I really want to read Cactus Heart too because it's a why choose. You know, I think I'm gonna go with Cactus Heart. Honestly, I think I am because it seems so cute. It seems like a perfect spring vibe. Also, happy spring, everyone. It's officially spring. Let's hope we get that spring weather. ASAP. Yes, ma'am. Let's read the blurb for this. 2 years ago, I moved back to the dusty small town I used to call home. Every day that goes by is the same until two men I have no business wanting turn my life upside down. Levi Rayburn. It's been a long time since I've seen the ex-hockey player, but now he's back in Texas, hotter and more rugged than ever. Mateo Jimenez. The mustached firefighter is sexy, sweet, and has been there for me more times than I can count. The only problem? As my overprotective brother's best friends, Levi and Mateo are completely off limits. At least they should be. So amazing. That sounds so amazing. Yes, absolutely. It's added. Yes, ma'am. So we have book 1. I don't know where to put these. There we go. Okay. And also that author, I have heard really good things, especially about that book. And I haven't heard of the author before, so I'm excited. Next prompt. I really want to dig deep. Okay, let's choose this one. Okay, a pink. Let me see if I can get it open now. Multiple POVs. Now this is super easy and a not like hard prompt at all. So now, should I look at, here's the thing now. Is hunting the villain dual POV? I'm sure it is, right? I'm sure it is. So I'm just not even going to look at anything else. I'm going for that. Hunt the Villain is definitely going to be the next picked because I am obsessed with Vaughn and Yulin. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this blurb. I'm hunting a monster. The first time I met Yulin, it was hate at first sight. He's brash, chaotic, and a violence junkie. In short, everything I disregard. As heirs to two notorious mafia organizations, we were shoved together in an unorthodox setting. The more I learn about Yulin, the deeper my loathing seeps, until I truly see the person within and something forbidden sparks between us. But our coexistence is cut short when tragedy strikes. Yulin and I go back to our respective parallel worlds that shouldn't cross, but they do. And once again, I'm dragged into the orbit of a man I shouldn't want. Two men can't be together in our world. But Yulin blurs every limit I thought existed until everything is in jeopardy. Our hearts included. Gorgeous. And if you guys haven't read the Legacy of God series, love that series. I recently just got God of War, so hopefully I'll be reading Eli and I forgot her name, but it's a really good series. It's dark romance, so just please be aware of that. And also, this is a spin-off series off of that series regarding the characters I didn't get books in that series. So the first book in this, I think is it a trilogy or is it just these two books? I don't know, but they're interconnected anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But the first book is between Gareth and Caden, and it's so good. It was so good. It was so close to a 5-star, so I'm hoping that this Hunt the Villain is going to be a 5-star because it sounds so good. It's definitely enemies to lovers, and I love that. And it's an MM romance. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so with all that being said, that is our second book. Let's go to the next prompt. Okay, let's go with... Oh, okay, one fell, but I already did one that fell. So we're disregarding her, and we're going with this one. Can I get it open within a relevant time frame? Okay, perfect. Purchased because of the cover. Okay, so that is very easy. Not gonna lie, that's literally most of these books. So let's see which one I purchased because of the cover. Okay, I think this may be a bad decision, but I'm gonna go with Midnight Stage by Sheridan Ann because I've heard fantastic things about this book, and I had it in a TBR for January, I think, and I just didn't get to it. And I've been thinking about it a lot recently, so I have a feeling that this is gonna come up in my recent mood read agenda. And the cover is just gorgeous. Like, look at that. And I believe it's a rockstar romance. So, and a second chance, I believe. So, let's go ahead and read the back. Ezra Knight is the biggest rockstar to ever walk the planet, but before he belonged to the world, he belonged to me. He was my brother's best friend, my soulmate, and protector. And when their band, Demon's Curse, took off, so did he. He was a roaring tornado crashing through my world and sweeping me off my feet. And just when I had it all, I was abandoned, left to fend for myself in the hands of a monster. For 8 long years, I blamed myself for everything that was out of his control. But one phone call changed it all. And when Lenny Davis, the head of Louder Records, calls to offer you the world, you scoop it up with both hands. Only that offer comes with strings attached, strings that are tied directly to Ezra Knight, leaving me with one hell of a choice to make. Take the job as a new head of marketing for Demon's Curse and have to face the man who crushed me every single day, or wave it goodbye to everything I've ever worked for. What could possibly go wrong? Sounds amazing. So kind of like a second choice. Also, I feel like there's some opposites attract maybe and some dislike to love. Sounds really good. And this would be my first rockstar romance. So very intriguing. Okay. So Midnight Stage on the TBR. Okay, so we have 3 more prompts left. And then I did bring back the book jar because I don't know. I don't really know why. It definitely has not been updated until the last bookish video before the one coming out, and that was quite a while ago, so it's definitely not updated. Oh my god, I folded it so perfectly, like there's no thing to grasp. Let's pick something. Oh, okay, I have an orange, so let's do an orange. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sick of this prompt. You guys, highest rated on Goodreads. I'm so sick of this prompt. It comes up every single TBR video, and it's the same book that I have not read. Okay, so we all know it's going to be Project Hail Mary, but let's see if there's a book highest rated that I actually want to read. Okay, I'm kind of feeling that we don't do this prompt because the first book is the book that I want to read that comes out at the end of April. And that's because it has 5 ratings and they all rated it 5 stars. So I don't think that counts. And then the second book is The King's List with 17 ratings because it also releases in May. And then the next is the Mindful series. I don't have that series. Releasing 10, I have to get through Taming 7. And then Project Hail Mary, I'm so sick of seeing this book. It makes me not want to read it. Sorry. And then The Ballad of Never After, I didn't love Once Upon a Broken Heart, so like, I don't really want to read this book. And then we have A Court of Rings and Ruin. So how mad would you guys be if I said I would rather read A Court of Rings and Ruin than The Ballad of Never After? Just let me know. Because I didn't realize how thick of a book this is. What the heck? Almost 700 pages? You've got to be kidding. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe I will pick The Ballad of Never After. This is just insane. but I've heard that a lot of people love, clearly because it's highly rated. I've heard a lot of people love this book, so I don't know. I guess I'll put it on the TBR, and if I read it, I read it. This book is, for a little backstory, this book is a part of ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. The first book I gave 3.5 stars. The second book I gave 4.25 stars. So I'm not loving this series so far. So hopefully this can make up for it, and then I'll end up loving it. The one character, actually, I like the side characters. Low key. Fava, our main female character, she is fine. She just doesn't match the energy of Selena, and if you know, you know, she is my girl, so. And also, Ryslin, I don't say Reese. He is the only redeeming quality. I'm being harsh, but that's just because everyone's hyped this up, and then me with hyped up books, we just don't mesh. We do not mesh. So now I'm a little hesitant to go into this book, but I guess we'll see. And speaking of ACOTAR, there's two more books coming out. One at the end of this year, and then one at the beginning of this year, so that's kind of crazy, by Sarah J. Maas. She's iconic for that. Yeah, I'm a little frightened, considering that it's been years and the series has not been finished and done with. So I'm a little scared. If you could say I'm a little scared. But moving on, let's go to our second to last book. This one. What's it gonna be? Please tell me something good. Something that I haven't gotten before would be lovely, because there tends to be repeats upon repeats for every single one of these videos. One POV. No, I can't do it. Give me something interesting. Okay, please give me something good. Let's go for something at the way bottom. This one, can I please have it? Okay, this one. Please be something good. Please be something good. Favorite color on the cover. This I can manage. I can do this one. It depends on what my favorite color is at this moment. I don't know. I love a good blue and a good red. We have And Now Back to You, which was on the March TBR, so I think I'm going to stay away from that. We have Unsteady, Beartown, Leave Me Behind has like I don't know, like a greenish teal color. Perfect fit. It does have blue, but not like the main color. See, this is where it gets hard. Is there a book on... Where did I put my phone? I'm so confused. Hello? Okay, I found it. Okay, let's go to my Kindle and see if there's a cover with blue on it, because that would be wonderful. Okay, so nothing on there. Pretty much I'm stuck with... Ooh, or Sweet Venom. Okay, y'all, so sorry. I'm gonna go with Sweet Venom. It does have this, like, blue tinted... Here's a cover of what it looks like. It's like this tinted green. I'm going to count it because I really don't feel like reading And Now Back to You, sadly. But this, I really do want to read before Tempting Venom comes out in June, I think it is. And I really want to read it. So, it's the second book in the Vipers series, and it's full of dark hockey romances. So let's read the blurb. Can I outrun his merciless obsession? I accidentally witnessed a brutal murder. I froze, pretended I saw nothing, hoped I could leave it behind. But my plan backfired, and my life spiraled downward. Now I'm the target of cold-blooded revenge. Jude Callahan isn't just a hockey god. He's a devil no one dares to cross. My existence disrupts his stardom, prestige, and possible serial killer career choice. And he set out to make me pay for that moment of silence. No matter how much I run or hide, he finds me, watching from the shadows. Like a predator, I thought he'd stop at the stalking. Or even better, he'd kill me and finally end my misery. But Jude has other plans. He says I can't die. I have to pay for my sins. And just like that, he drags me into his depraved world. Kicking and Screaming. Now, isn't that just a dark romance? What is her name? Okay, Violet. She is the friend of the main character in book 1. Jude is the main male character's teammate, friend in book 1 as well. So they're interconnected, definitely. Book 1, Beautiful Venom, I gave 5 stars. So I'm really hoping, this probably won't live up to it, honestly. But I really am excited for this one, and I really need to read it. This has been out for, I couldn't even tell you how long it's been out, and I just haven't read it. So I don't really know what I'm doing. So that is the 5th prompt. Do we go for another? Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Give me another good one, please. That would be great. Let's go with this one. Another pink. These are like impossible to open. Okay. Oh, this I can do. Ends in an even number of pages. Perfect. Simple, easy, precise. Love it. So I have this main cart, and then I also have on Kindle the books I also would like to read. So let me just see if there's one on here. I'm getting low again. I only have 4 left of the new books that I bought, so I may have to go shopping. Okay, Brainwashed by Nyla K. Let's read how many this has. Okay, well, I have to open it to read how many pages it has. 480. Okay, so we have Brainwashed as a contestant. Yeah, let's go with that. Immersed by Gail Ian Tate. Okay, I have to also open this one to find out how many pages it has. Oh my god, this author is really, wow, okay. They even give us specific trigger warnings. That's beautiful. Love that. Okay. And then like help hotlines. Gorgeous. Love to see it. I'm gonna open a link. Oops. 446. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we have a debacle. We have a debacle here. Do I want to read like a game adjacent book, or do I want to read a really dark prison romance? 2 very opposite ends of the romance genre. I don't even know because I want to read both. I think I'm gonna put Brainwashed on the TBR now that I think about it, because I think that really just calls to me. Something about a dark prison cell really calls to me. Okay, so let's read the blurb. Monster, that's what they call me. Lock your doors, hold your loved ones tight. The carver is on the loose. Except I'm not. I was caught. The days of allowing my inner depravity to run wild are over. I've been sent to prison for good. Something of a celebrity in the dark. Dank hellhole they call Alabaster Penitentiary. The only thing I have left to offer the world is my story, and unfortunately for me, the warden has the rest of my life to get out of me. Being poked and prodded, examined and tested on isn't something I enjoy very much, until they send him. The new doctor is here to study me and my crimes, and I'm beginning to think we might not be as different as it seems. He craves knowledge the way I crave the blood of my victims. Despite his robotic nature, there's just something about him, something I want, but I'll have to be careful not to smother it to death. After all, it's kind of my thing. Beautiful. Okay, so this is book 3 of the Alabaster Penitentiary series by Nyla K. This series I've heard really good things about, oddly enough. I know that this is very dark romance, so definitely read the trigger warnings. But yeah, sounds really interesting. I don't know why exactly I picked book 3, like start right in the middle of the series, I guess, but I love, this may be kind of crazy to some people, but I love starting either in the middle or at the end of a certain universe or series, and then going back and reading the first books, and then going back and reading the last. I know it's really weird, but like then you get like a sense of the characters before you even read the books, and then you can go back before like certain things happen. I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. We're all weird here, okay? So let's metaphorically put Brainwashed on the TBR. And I think that's it for not physical books, but like TBR prompt. And let's go to our glorious, fantastic, it better be fantastic book jar. Now this jar is full of my physical TBR. Every single book on my shelf, except for new ones. Disclaimer, I have written on these tabs and are in this bowl. So let's pick one of these. And these are categorized by color as well. The red is romance, the purple is fantasy, and then I think there's blue. Yeah, the blue is fiction, mystery, or thriller. That's that. So let's pick. Please give me something good that I want to read. I'm ignoring that one that fell because she clearly didn't want to be here. Okay, let's pick. Okay, I kind of want to be stubborn and go for this one. Okay, so we have a fantasy. Hopefully y'all can see that. I know I'm really far away from the camera. A Touch of Golden Madness. Okay, where is she? Oh, she is on my TBR cart. Okay, here she is. A Touch of Gold and Madness by K.L. DeVore. This is book 1 of the Sentials Arcadia. Gorgeous. I am not going to read the back of this book because it's been long enough that I've kind of forgotten what it said, and I love to go into fantasy blind because it's just like a little, oh, you know, it's a surprise for everyone involved. But I do know that this book is highly requested by a lot of people, and I actually thought, I thought it was a standalone fantasy. Turns out, book 1 is stated right on the cover. I don't know where I got that from, but I'm going crazy these days. So I'll read like a little bit of it. Okay, the bolded text on the front said, not the front, on the back says fairy tales are for the naive. That gives you an idea of the setting. Okay, so our main character is a princess assassin. Okay, girl, get it. And I believe this is an enemies to lovers. I think it's a love triangle. I don't really know. There's a prince, and then there's like a training guy, isn't there? I don't know. I literally could just be lying straight to you. I know that there's monsters, demons, vampires, I think. Okay, I'm trying to like skim over it, not like read everything. Yeah, I've heard amazing things. I really have. And I would love to start this series. I would love to start every series on my TBR. But yeah, this one really, really interests me. I think the second book recently came out and it has like a purple cover or like a silver cover. And I've heard good things about that one too. So let's put her on the TBR. Okay, so going over our prompts and the books that we chose. We have Brainwashed by Nyla K. And this was ending on an even number of pages. Then we have Hunt the Villain. I forgot the prompt for this, actually. Okay, Hunt the Villain with this prompt. I can't remember what it was. Moving on, we have Sweet Venom, which has my favorite color on the cover. Blue, green, bluish green. Then we have the highest rated on Goodreads, which is technically not exactly true, but a higher rating on Goodreads, which is A Court of Rings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, the third book in ACOTAR series. Then we have a purchase because of the cover book, and I chose Midnight Stage by Sheridan Ann. Then we have a small town trope, which I chose Cactus Heart by, tell me how to pronounce this name. I would love to know, thank you. And then lastly, the book jar chose A Touch of Golden Madness by K.L. DeVore. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully in the bookish video that will be coming out soon. Hope you had a wonderful year so far, a wonderful March. Let's continue the year to be wonderful, why don't we, with the month of April. Lovely, lovely. And I hope you guys have a fantastical rest of your day. Bye! Okay, now I have to clean up.